Hello guys, welcome back to the part B of this video, which is the sewing aspect. If you did not watch the part A, please go and watch the pattern drafting so that you will really understand what we are doing.
As you can see, I have cut my fabric using the pattern. This is my back pattern. I have cut 2 pieces for the upper bodice, and this is my sleeve. I have cut 2 for the sleeve. If you don't know how to draft your sleeve, check the link on the description box. I have a detailed video on how to draft your basic sleeve. I've cut my front skirt. Yeah, this is the down part for the front, and this is for the back. I've cut 2 pieces for the back as well, and this is for my front upper bodice. So I decided to leave the pattern on this one so that I can demonstrate the design on the upper bodice. As you can see, there is a design on the upper bodice, a gathered piece that is attached to the upper bodice. As you can see on the screen, the design is on the left hand side of the dress. So how you can get the design is to come to your shoulder line, mark 2 inches from the end part of your shoulder line, then come into your down part, that is the half length. You mark 3.25. That's to say you need to minus your seam allowance. So depending on whatever seam allowance you want to use, then you minus your seam allowance. So starting from your normal measurement, you mark 3.25. As you can see, I have folded my dart as well. So I will go ahead and cut this open. I'm going to open this up because when I'm attaching it, I'm going to attach the gathered before joining this. So that was why I left this to show you. I'll go ahead and cut the fabric. My material is stretching. As you can see, it's stretched. So that is why I cut it without adding joining allowance. But if your material doesn't stretch, you need to add your joining allowance. That's to say you need to cut it on your pattern first before cutting your fabric so that you can add your joining allowance. But I don't really need that allowance here because of the kind of fabric I'm using. So I'll keep it aside. There's another design, as you can see on the screen. It extends to the hip line, the one that is attached from the half length to the skirt part. So I'm going to use this, my paper, to illustrate it. How I get this, I place my front pattern, place it this way to, then where I had this joining, the one that I just got, I mark a line, and then the remaining part I place it as well. Can you see? So this is, I just place my front pattern. I measure from where this starts to where it ends. Then I mark them on my fabric. Then I mark them on this pattern paper. Then the remaining one is for this other side. So to get that design, you know, one side is longer than the other end. So on the side, the one that runs to the hip, I measure 7 inches downward. Then coming to the center, the design, I measure 12 inches. So I just connect it this way to this point. So for this other end, measure the same, measure 8 inches, and then I mark about 2 inches between this one and this one. So you can see there is an opening. So I left like 2 inches. Then I'll connect from this place down to this other side. Then I will connect this. So this really depends on the length of that design. Should I call it peplum? It depends on the length that you need. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I don't really need that long. So that is why I make it this way. But you can decide to increase your measurement, or you can decide to reduce your measurement. So I will go ahead and cut it out. Can you see? This is just how it looks on the screen. So I will go ahead and cut it on my fabric. When I'm cutting on my fabric, I'm going to add an allowance here so that I will fold this in. We'll add an allowance to fold this in. Then I will attach this to my front piece. So let's do the cutting. So welcome to the sewing aspect of this video. Let's work first on the upper bodice before going to the down part, and you're starting with the front. As you can see on the screen, we have a design on the upper bodice that is a gathered. So I have cut this strip of fabric. It measures 32 inches by 3.5. I'm using this for the gathered. I want the gathered to be about 1.5 inches after attaching it on the fabric, but you can use between 1.5 and 2 inches. So I'm going to fold this, and then I will fold this part as well. Then I will go ahead and gather it. I will bring it for you to see. So this is the gather. The next thing will be for us to attach it to the main bodice. So after gathering this, the next thing will be for me to carry my gathers. I'll place the right side on the right side of my front bodice this way. Then this other part of the bodice that we cut out, I will turn the right side of it and place it this way. Can you see? I'll place it this way. Then I will go to my sewing machine. I'll sew it to the down part. So I have attached the gather. Can you see? This is the inside. So the next thing now will be for me to pipe the neckline. So I cut these other pieces. I'm going to place it on the right side of my front piece. I'm going to sew using 0.5 inches. Then I will turn it over. I will do same for the two back panels. So I have ironed I have folded the material as I said earlier. I have ironed it. So I'm going to attach it now to the skirt part of the front. So I'm going to place it this way. Then I'll place this other side and match it up the same way. I'm going to use 0.25. I will attach it, and here, and here. I've attached it to the skirt. The next thing I will do will be for me to join the upper bodice to the skirt part. So I've already notched the center of my skirt, and I have notched the center of the upper bodice. So I'll go ahead and place it this way, right side facing each other. This design is at this other end. I believe you can see. So arrange it. I'll pin the both notch area. So I've pinned it down. I'm going to go to my sewing machine and use 0.5 inch. I'll sew it all through. So I have attached the upper bodice to the skirt part for the front. So the next thing now is for me to attach the skirt part, or attach the upper bodice to the skirt part for both back panels. So make sure I arrange them. So I will turn it this way, right side facing each other. I'll go to my sewing machine. I will sew using 0.5. I'll do same for this other part. So I have joined my back panels together, the upper and the down part. What I will do next will be for me to join the back seam, which is the zipper allowance. I kept zipper allowance for this dress, but I just feel it will be a waste of the zipper since my material is stretch material. So I don't need a zipper. I might put side zipper if I need it. So I'm going to close my zipper allowance. I'll just sew it to the down part. Then I'll bring it for you to see and I'll tell you the next step. So I've joined the back panel. So the next thing will be for me to join the both shoulders. So I'll go to my sewing machine and join the both shoulders. After that, I will bring it for you to see and tell you the next step. So I have attached my both shoulders. As you can see, this is my shoulder. So now the next thing I will do will be for me to go ahead and attach the sleeve before joining the side. This is the sleeve that I cut already. So I will just fold this way and notch the center of my sleeve. That is the center of my sleeve. So I will place it this way, right side facing the right side of my fabric. I'll match up the center of the sleeve with the shoulder joining this way. Then I will sew it all through to this part and this part. I will do same to this other side. So I've attached the sleeve. This is how it looks like. The next thing will be for me to join my side seam using my sewing allowance. So I've gone ahead to pin down everything to the down part. So let's go to the sewing machine now and join it. After everything, I will bring the final outcome.
So this is the final outcome of this beautiful gown. Can you see how beautiful and neat it looks like? So thank you so much guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Share our videos to others so that they can learn as well. See you on next tutorial. Bye bye.